Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to be making a French onion chicken casserole. It is one of my favorite meals to make because it's so easy, especially if you want to make it for a big portion or a big family. It's great for meal prepping or those days that you just can't be bothered putting a lot of effort into a meal. So here we go. I'm going to come down here with you. So what you're going to need is about 500 grams of chicken. It can be either breast or thigh. It depends really what your favorite is. It needs to be about roughly this size. Any smaller, it'll disintegrate while you're cooking it. You'll need about 500 grams of bacon. It needs to be a little bit fatty. I've got nitrate free because it is better for you. I've got 4 onions. You can put 4 to 5 onions, 4 to 5, 6. Depends how oniony you want it. You also need 3 packets of French onion soup. This is about 40 grams. I'm not affiliated with this brand, so you can choose any French onion soup that you prefer. Just make sure there's no nasties in it. Now let's go. With the onions, I've already cut both ends off and peeled them. So what you're going to need to do is cut them in half, and you're going to need them about 1 centimeter wide. You don't want it any smaller than that because it will disintegrate and you will not have any onions in your slow cooked meal, your casserole. Now I've already heated and put some olive oil into my pan. So in theory, it should be hot enough to take my onions. So you're going to want to cook these down until they are translucent. Once they are translucent, you're going to put some garlic and butter in them. Alright. While we wait for the onions to cook, you can put together the mix that you need for the chicken coating. First, you'll need 1/3 cup of flour, and then the 3 satchels of seasoning. You want to mix that together. Dump the chicken in. Close the lid. Or close the lid properly. And shake it around. You want them well coated so when you cook them, they have the same taste. So I've chucked the dollop of butter in already, and I'm going to chuck in my heart's desire of garlic. If I had a fresh garlic, I'd rather use that, but I have this. This is comfortably garlicked. So these onions are cooked enough for my next step. We'll be dumping these into the cast iron pot and then cooking the bacon. Now, as you can tell, I haven't bothered cleaning the pot. I put a little more oil in for the bacon because this bacon I found isn't as oily as most bacons, but usually you'd use a bacon that's a bit oilier. Of course, this is easy. Cook it until it's brown and crispy, and then add some garlic again because garlic is God's gift, and then dump it into the crock pot. Hopefully I don't have to remind anyone, chicken should always be cooked all the way through. In this case though, it will get a little bit crispy. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through. Well, you put it in the pot and then put it in the oven to cook for 40 minutes to an hour extra. So if you don't stress about accidental salmonella, it won't happen. Not in this recipe, because you're going to be cooking it to oblivion. So while waiting for the chicken to cook, I have chucked the oven onto 200 degrees Celsius to preheat. 200 degrees Celsius is, I have no idea, Fahrenheit, I'm so sorry. If you want this recipe, it is down below in the description on my website. Anything I cook will end up on that website, so please follow and subscribe to the newsletter, and you'll get constant updates of what I've posted or what I'm going to be posting. So right now I've got 2 cups of water boiling for the soup and flour mix. That may not be enough, so you'll always have to have a little extra, probably 1 cup extra. It's just going to have to be enough liquid to be above all the ingredients that are in the pot. You're going to want to stir all this together before you put the liquids in. It just helps everything emulsify a little better. Now, as I said, with the saved soup mix and flour, I have shaken it up. You're going to want to pour it in. This, as I said, it may not be enough. We need it just above the food. So I'm going to get some couple more cups of hot water and go ahead. Now properly fill it up. You're going to put the lid on and chuck it in the oven. Like this. Ta-da! Now while you wait, I suggest doing some dishes. A lot of them.
It's not done yet, and you're kind of freaking out that it's not getting done yet.
Now enough of that. I'm going to teach you how to make rice, and hopefully I don't offend someone, because I feel like this way will probably offend someone a little bit, maybe a little bit, and I've only got this, so it's going to be 2 loads of washing rice. So you're going to want to wash the rice until it is nice and clean. If I had enough space, I would have both cups in here, but I don't, unfortunately. So I'm only doing this view because it's easier to show, otherwise my pot would not be in the sink. So for every cup of rice, you need 2 cups of water. So I have 2 cups of rice, so I'm going to need 4 cups of water. Because I know how to do math. Then of course you chuck it on high, wait till it cooks. Most of the water will evaporate, and then you'll end up with... Now all the liquid's gone, you want to chuck a lid on it and let it steam for 5 minutes. And if you have a rice cooker, just use a rice cooker and don't offend anyone's ancestors. But this is a good way of trying not to offend them. So once you've pulled it out of the oven, it should be thick and creamy like this, and the onion should be very, very masticated. Is that the correct word? I don't know. I feel like masticated is the right word for this. So it should look like this. Don't touch the pot like I just did. Ow! Now in theory, after all that, you should have a delicious bowl of French onion chicken casserole. As I said before, if you want the recipe, it's in the description below, and it's on my website. It is absolutely amazing. And if you can see the clock behind me, it is 10 o'clock at night because I have left this late to finish filming. So enjoy and good night.